So what is the value for renunciation or sannyasa in spiritual life? Okay. This question is actually very, very uh, confusing for many people. Okay. I was conducting a class like this. So then somebody said, yeah, this all spirituality, Prabhuji, is for people who want to leave the house and go. Not for us people who have a children, family. Okay. Then he said up a person, oh, he was such a great person, Swami Prabhuji. He had a family, children, he left and he went to Himalayas and all. He said, Arey Baba, why is great? He left the family and went. But then it's nothing about greatness. He left the family and went. It's a statement. Okay. Right? So, but we associate something with the leaving something and going as associated with some great spiritual value. It has nothing to do with that. There is something called sannyasa. Okay. Where person leaves the family and takes a monkhood. In modern day language, if I have to say, the equivalent of that is called divorce. They didn't have the divorce system, so they have a mechanism for that. Okay, but let us understand what is real sannyasa is. Okay, this sannyasa concept, everything you have to, if you don't understand Sanskrit, all things will get corrupted. Sannyasa means samyag nyasaha sannyasa. I'll tell you. What I'm saying, samyag nyasa. Samyag means right kind of attachment or deposit is called sannyasa. It has nothing to do with the lifestyle.
Right kind of attachment.
So what is the right kind of attachment is called sannyasa. Okay. Now over a period of time, colloquial language, it becomes various things. Attachment is get associated with leaving the hive, leaving the children. That becomes a sign of detachment. Sannyasa is not about detachment. Sannyasa is about attachment. Sannyasa is nyasa, means deposit. Okay, your mind has to be deposit on the right thing is called sannyasa. Okay. Let me give you how the words have become, words over a period of time becomes corrupted. So what is brahmachari means? In today's life,
someone who's not married.
Right? Okay. In earlier days, brahmachari means somebody who is going to a school. Okay. Gurukul, spiritual school. Okay. And he was called brahmachari not because he's not married. Okay. Brahma means supreme reality. Chari means meditation. Somebody who meditates on supreme reality is called brahmachari not because he is not married. Okay. Over a period of time, brahmachari becomes non-married.
Yeah, that's very true.
That it was non-married because he was in a primary school that time. So it has nothing to do with non-marriage. So the word brahmachari got corrupted and became associated with not-marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. Even not marriage has nothing to do with brahmacharya. Brahmachari means his mind has to be constantly meditating on Brahman. Then he's brahmachari. Even if it doesn't matter he's married or not married.
That's correct.
Okay. Understand? Now let us take the same situation. A boy is there who is not married and he is going to the school. Now is he a brahmachari? He's not brahmachari. Okay. Now because of the modern day education system which we have, very good education system, some age of 2 onwards he start watching TV. Okay. For age of 5 he goes to school and teacher writes on the board. Now instead of writing on the board he starts watching the teacher. He's a brahmachari. He's attracted by the teacher, not by the teaching. Because already mind is filled with the desires, kama. So is he a brahmachari? Okay. Brahmachari is one whose mind is constantly on Brahman or God. It has nothing to do with marriage. You may be married, but your mind is constantly on God. That's called brahmachari.
Then how did those Varana system
I'll come to that.
because this different ashramas.
I'll tell that. Everything I'll tell. All these corruptions I'll remove. Okay. Now let us come to grahastha. Okay. Grahastha means one who is a householder, who is married. Okay. Now, Grahastha had a qualification. One who is a Grahastha, okay, there are four motivation for people: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay. Now, a person who is following these four motivations, pursuits, and leading a life of dharmic life, performing some pancha yajnas is called a grahastha. Okay. There are four motivations: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Moksha is the final purpose, but a grahastha you have to suppose follow three: dharma, artha, kama. Kama means desire to have sex, children, or earn something. Artha means earning money. Dharma means doing service to the family and to the environment. Now, in today's society, a person who is married is only restricted to Artha and Kama. Where is Dharma? He is a Grahastha. Okay. The moment Dharma is removed from the equation, the house becomes not a place of not a peaceful place, but a disturbed place. The ashram component is gone. It's called Grahastha Ashrama. Ashrama means Shrama is gone. The mind becomes peaceful. Where the mind becomes peaceful when Dharma is gone, only Artha and Kama is there.
So what exactly is the dharma?
Dharma is another our class. We'll take it separately. Give the question. What is the meaning of Dharma? We'll take it. So Grahastha Ashrama means you follow Dharma in a way of your living, earning, and contributing back to the environment. It's called Grahastha Ashrama. The moment you remove Dharma, only Artha and Kama remains. It's no longer Grahastha Ashrama. It's a disturbed place. The house becomes disturbed. Okay. So then comes the Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha means one who is residing in the forest. Okay. Now look at a place. Okay. In earlier days, a city must be having about 5,000 people. 5,000 people. Okay. And from the 5,000 people, he'll go away to a forest. Okay. That 5,000 people influence is also too much. Let me go away from the 5,000 people and go to a forest and have a peaceful life where I meditate and contemplate. Now, Vanaprastha is equal to today's retired life. First of all, there's no something called retirement. You have to, in any country now today, you have to work till you die, practically, except doctors.
They also
No, doctors will work to money, whereas other people work to make a living. There's a difference. Okay. So, a time for retirement is you give everything to your children and say, I am free from all responsibilities. Let me go and meditate in a peaceful place. Now, what is the occupation of retired people today?
gossip.
Watching TV, gossiping, newspaper. Okay. And some of the unfortunate retired people are there. They are bonded to husband and wife are working. They have to take care of the children at home. They are actually nannies and daddies. Nannies, what they call nannies. Right? No time to meditate, no time to contemplate. So are they in Vanapastha? Okay. Now let us come to sannyasa. Sannyasa is somebody's ashram. Constantly is thinking how to earn money, how to construct a bigger ashram, and how to acquire more shishyas. Now is he sannyasi? So all the words brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa in earlier days connotation have become corrupted because we look at only physical situation. We should not take them as a physical level. We have to take them as psychological states. Okay? You understand the difference? The moment you take them as a physical, then we are confused. A person who is wearing a kavi dress becomes a sannyasi. Then the greatest sannyasi is Ravana. Right? Don't go by physical appearance or physical dress or social status. Go by what is really psychological state.
State of mind.
State of mind. A brahmachari is one whose mind is constantly on God. Whether he's in householder, whether it's in office, or wherever he is, that he is a brahmachari. Grahastha is one who is following dharma. Sannyasi is one whose mind is constantly on God. Okay. And because of that, his other external activities have come down. This is the definition of sannyasa. So, brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, they are actually states of the mind in Kali Yuga. In earlier Yuga, the state of the mind also is associated with the state of living. Okay. Now, everything has got so polluted. The physical life, we have a dual lives, right? We have split lives. So, earlier days, the internal state of the mind and physical appearance, they were coinciding. Now, that has become disconnected. So don't go by earlier definition of grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa today, brahmacharya. You have to go at it as psychological, but psychological state is very difficult to understand. Right? Physical state we can understand, psychological state we can't understand. We can look at somebody is wearing some dress and oh, he thinks he is this one, but internally what is going on you don't know. Okay. So now what is the importance of sannyasa to a spiritual life? Sannyasa means renunciation. Okay. What is renunciation of what? Is renunciation of house for wife? No, let me ask you. Renunciation of wife? Renunciation of children? Renunciation of job? Renunciation of world? What is that renunciation? The world is there, the wife is there, children are there. Okay. But the impression of that goes into your consciousness. What you have to renounce is not the physical, but the psychological. Okay. The real definition of sannyasa is to be in the world but not be of it. So if you are looking at a sannyasa where not being in the world, okay, then there is a problem. That's what is our understanding of sannyasa. Not to be in the world, which is not true. To be in the world but not be of it. In the sense, the world impressions, everything impressions we gather in the world, right? When you open your eyes, you start gathering impression. Some hurt will come, some joy will come. All those will leave impressions in you. You have to learn in a way such that no external impression of the world will get into, seep into your consciousness. That is called sannyasa, today's context. Now, earlier days they used to leave house and go. Okay, right, somewhere. That was a situation where something called divorce was not there. Okay, and also please understand that was not really the sannyasa. That's also a corrupted version. Sannyasa always goes through 4 stages: brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa. Sannyasa is the final stage. It's a lifestyle, not leaving the house and going. In between somewhere it got corrupted. Okay, wherever you are, you have to attain a state of mind. In spite of everything happening, I am peaceful. I am not disturbed, and I bring peace and love to the situation. This is what is real sannyasa. It's a very dynamic situation. Renounce the impressions of the world, but not the world itself. Okay. Sannyasa means to renounce the subconscious impressions which world is creating in us. Sannyasa means not running away from the world. Sannyasa means serving the world. Mata Amritanma had to give a beautiful example actually. She had 4 brahmacharis whom she was supposed to give a sannyasa diksha at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, Brahmi Muhurta. She was giving darshan, and people are, these people, 4 brahmacharis are eagerly waiting. Amritanma coming and giving sannyasa diksha at 4:30 in the morning. She 4:30 is over, 5:30 is over, she is not to be seen. These people got worried. Muhurta is gone, and now they went in search of Amritanma. She has got into a drainage pipe and opening up the drainage pipe and cleaning it, because that was blocking the water supply to the ashram. So these people also got in there and cleaned it. So then they had a bath and then asked her, give me sannyasa diksha. What did I give you now? This is sannyasa diksha. Sannyasa means not running away from the world, but serving the world. Sannyasa means not running away from the physical world. Sannyasa means dropping the impressions of the physical world. This is sannyasa. Any questions about sannyasa? That can happen only when the samyak nyasa is there, when the mind is constantly focused on the spiritual truths. Okay, the mind cannot be detached. Mind cannot exist in vacuum. The detachment and attachment has to follow. When you are attached to higher truths, higher principles, there is a detachment happens in the physical world. Now, if you are thinking that detachment means disconnecting the physical world, that's not detachment.
Mentally.
Huh?
Mentally.
No, no, it is simple. Detachment means being in the world physically, performing your actions perfectly. Okay. To give an example, a patient comes to the doctor. The patient requires a surgery. So when doctor performs surgery, is the doctor attached? Doctor is perfectly detached, but does the surgery properly. The detachment and action go together. When the attachment is there, action becomes corrupted. So to learn detachment, serve, to be not affected by the impressions of the world is called sannyasa.
So this, as I can understand, wouldn't be something that happens bang on at one point in time.
No.
Is it like a process
It's
which
process.
goes on?
It's a process.
Yeah.
Nothing happens on bang on time. It's
Bang
evolution.
on, bang on can happen if you make it happen.
I need a hammer.
A big heavy hammer.
Heavy hammer.
So it is like it's a process. You
It's a
feel
process. Sannyasa is not a stage. Sannyasa is a lifestyle. Okay? If somebody takes sannyasa, he has taken a lifestyle where he doesn't want to get too much of work and mental stress. Okay? In fact, it's an isolation from the world. It's like a terminally ill person requires a ICU. Okay? You require isolation. But you can learn to be in the world, be but not be of it, meaningfully contribute to the world with full detachment. That's called sannyasa.
because when I look at myself 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I can see that I have still very long way to go, I know, but I can see that my attachment is becoming, if I think 10 years ago I was much more attached to my children. Once they've gone away, they have actually helped me because I don't feel the same. I have the love, but that kind of attachment is not there, which creates codependence. I feel independent. I am not dependent on my children for my emotional support, and I feel okay. I bless them, let them be happy, but attachment has come down.
That is the process of sannyasa. Sannyasa is not a dress. Sannyasa is a process.
Process. That's what.
Let go,
Letting go.
But sometimes it will let it go so much that I feel very disinterested in everything in the house. I don't do anything. What is important also, I don't think it's important
No,
anymore.
that is not sannyasa.
That is stupid.
That is not sannyasa.
But why does something like that come in? Is it distaste for life or what is it?
That's not sannyasa.
depression.
See, no, don't call those words, okay? So basically, it's always we have to have an attitude towards life. What is the attitude towards life? If attitude towards life is very simple, okay? Now here is a doctor, right? Give her a piece of paper, the paper you give to. Okay, give to her. Now, doctor, you please say that tomorrow morning she will be alive. You give me writing. Huh?
Can't.
You know her, no? Huh? You can't give a guarantee to that tomorrow morning. Why? You're a qualified doctor. You can't give her certificate that she'll be alive
She's
tomorrow
not
morning.
qualified God.
Huh. No doctor can give you a certificate that tomorrow morning you'll be alive. Isn't it? Okay. So you'll be alive today only. That's at least known. So God has given you one day. Now, how that one day you are living is your attitude towards life.
But why has my attitude changed so much that I don't feel like doing anything?
That's because the input is not
Yeah.
correct. Input is to come. The teaching is to come.
Teaching is not coming.
That's the teaching I'm giving. Okay.
But if you live one day at a time, you have to still plan for tomorrow.
We will do that. We'll do planning also. We'll not wait tomorrow. We'll do for next lifetime also. That's not a problem. Okay.
Seriously.
Seriously.
As
I'm
long as
telling
it's not a tiger,
you.
and you have to hug
So,
the tiger.
let me ask you very simple question, practical. Okay, I'm an engineer. Okay, I don't get into all the things what I speak is very down to earth. So you have 24 hours a day. How many hours are effectively available to you?
I just do household chores and a lot of time is there. I have a lot of time.
8 hours you sleep?
No, I sleep less, much less.
Okay, take some 7 hours sleep.
4 or 5 hours.
Okay, 5 hours. Another 5 hours household course you do?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 hours. So another 14 hours what you do?
So much time is there.
What you do?
I just try to I teach some music at home. Then I sit in my mandir and I try to do some meditation and I talk to God most of the time.
So how much time?
I don't know, but I'm always talking to my inner self.
Okay, so over. Then
When I'm not doing important chores, paperwork is, whole bed is spread with paperwork for the last 6 months.
14 hours are there for you. Okay, that 14 hours, how I can make my life meaningful or bring value to somebody's life is that 14 hours you can spend. That's all you have per day. Okay, how best I can use that 14 hours for my upliftment or somebody's upliftment is that answer question you have to answer. That's all. Nothing else. That is the attitude towards life. Every day I get 40. It's like a daily wage worker. Every day morning I get 1 day. How do I live that day effectively? So what happens if daily wage worker, morning he comes to the duty. He is given a job. And at the end of the day, he is told he has to give back account. So God, you don't have to talk all throughout the day. God, you have to talk only on the end of the day. Tell God, Baba, you have given me 24 hours. Out of that 14 hours, I used effectively like this. Give a report. Do you have a good report to give to God? No, that's how you have to. You don't know. You have to say. You have to say. Have I brought some meaningful, any meaning to anybody's life? Add some value to somebody's life. That is the answer you have to give. Or I have added value to my life. Only these two questions you answer to God once in a day is more than sufficient for you.
Okay.
What answer will you give?
Well, I hope to give that I have added value to my life and several other lives.
That's all is required because God doesn't require a lot of input from you. He just asks, I gave you 24 hours a day. Out of that, anyway, you are using for at least 10 hours, you are using for yourself. Take it. What did you do with that 14 hours? He'll ask. You tell him one answer. Finished.
And then you get 13 and a half hours.